DC here. Hi, guys and gals. Well, I hope you're well. Today is Tuesday. Yesterday we had a day off. It was Whit Monday, so Pentecost, the Monday following. It's always a day off. It's very much a day off in Europe, actually. And I noted in Canada yesterday was also Victoria Day. So, yeah. So, I mean, that's every now and then we get the holidays on the same time. Am I hearing? Okay, because we had a storm. You can hear there's a lot of birds going on. We have a lot of birds around here. We really do. Yeah, so today, what am I going to chat about? Well, I thought I'd do a few of those SpookyUniversity ones, which I'm late on. So I don't remember the numbers, but one of them was about artists, favorite artists, and so on. Well, I'm not much of a person that's really into art. I mean, I always used to say that something like never been able to do was art. You know, I always used to laugh and say I can't even draw a straight line, or can't even draw a crooked line, actually. But anyway, you know, but what I do like in art a lot, if we are in London, for example, we will go to the National Gallery, and we do like the Impressionists, both Mrs. DC and myself. So, you know, Monet, Manet, and so on. These would be the type of paintings we do like, but, you know, can I say that I put a really big thing on it? No. What we have in the house when we have some paintings are often actually no Impressionist stuff or imitations. We have some, well, I have to take that back, actually. My second son's partner does paintings which are quite close in a way to Impressionists up to a point. Not the color scheme. He tends to use more red and so on, while the Impressionists, you know, have like these popping yellow and orange colors, but the style. Okay. So that's about it. I mean, I'm really not, actually, completely out of my comfort zone when I come to that. Yeah, so that was it. Then the other one, which I will have to look up the numbers and the titles, was what would you change in your life if you could change something? I guess it was that. I hope it's that, because that's what I'm going to be answering, or try to answer. Because in a way, when I think about it, would there be really very much that I'd want to change in my life? Probably not, really. I think about it. A few years back, you know, maybe some decisions, or sometimes, you know, some things that you did and you think, well, that was stupid. But I mean, like life-changing things, like the wrong job. At one point, I have logged on this many years ago now. I really, when I was a younger boy, wanted to be an MD, and as I became more of a teenager, I thought of actually going and being a gynecologist. I know, start laughing. But, you know, I wanted to do something like that, and finally ended up in chemistry. And from chemistry, basically, if I had not done chemistry, we wouldn't be here, and so much would have changed in our life. So, you know, at the time I would have felt like that was, something if I could have changed and done. But, you know, I don't really worry about that too much. You know, it is somehow, I guess it's, again, it might be your mindset or things that, you know, things were set out for me, it seems like that, and that's the way it was. So if things could have been different, you know how it is. You've like, if we were in like the telly shows like before, like the Twilight Zone, like we used to have on many years ago. Maybe there's reruns of that, I don't know. But, you know, where something would happen, you know, you'd marry somebody else, or you'd live somewhere else, or you had another job, and then you could see from far off how your life was different and so on. And that would be kind of an interesting thing if you could get in parallel dimensions and see what was going on, you know, if you had made that choice or that one. But no, really, I don't think so. Have you read books? Sometimes there's these books. I remember there used to be, I think I had, at one point, I think I bought like kind of a pocket book. It might have been it's a superhero one. Maybe it was a Superman or Batman. I don't remember now, really. Where you got at one point in a chapter, and then you had to choose which variant you would use, you know, like basically which door would you open or something like that. and depending on what would happen, you'd have a different ending to the story. So it's a little bit like that when you think about it. Choosing, if you'd have chosen something else, you'd have had a different, at least maybe a different ending to your story. It is quite interesting to think about, but it's not really that relevant. Finally, choices, people can say it was a bad choice or a good choice, but finally, I mean, it's your life. You have to live with it, and it's a way of looking at life. I guess it really makes how your life goes on, the way that you look at these things. Oh well, I don't think those are really good answers, but there's actually hard questions, and some that maybe, like I say, the first one, I don't know. The second one, I don't think I'd change all that much when I think about it now. Yeah. Again, have you ever heard of that expression, or there was a song actually out at one point. I don't remember the title, but it was an older person speaking to a younger you. And what would you do different if you were the older you talking to the younger you? Yeah, that would be an interesting topic. And I mean, haven't there been movies a bit like that? Anyway, you tell me about it. Okay, I guess that's all for now. It'll be DC signing off on these Spooky University topics. Yeah, thank you, Claire, for the topics again. Okay, take care, everybody, and have a good Tuesday. Bye-bye.